From the craziest saves you've ever seen,
Did hook. Oh, what a shot!
Look at it. Snap hooking on the green and
to one of the most insane putts in golfing history.
Johnny, that's better than most.
about in.
That is better than most. Better than most.
These are the shots that made absolutely no sense. And once you see them, you'll never be able to play golf the same way again. So it's only right to start with one of those shots that instantly separates good decision making from pure confidence. Number 1. Tiger Woods 2000 Bell Canadian Open. It's the final round. We're at Glen Abbey's 18th hole and Tiger is in the right fairway bunker with water guarding the green. Now, the sensible play here is to lay up and take your chances in the playoff. But we know that's not what he's gonna do.
Uh-oh.
Might have went right.
This is right on line.
Absolutely insane shot. There's a reason a lot of people still call this one of his best ever. But if you think that was bold, the next shot on this list is arguably even harder to explain. Number 2. Victor Hovland 2021 Tour Championship. It was full damage control mode after an errant tee shot went left into the trees. Victor Hovland is the culprit. It's the first round of the 2021 Tour Championship at East Lake, where on the 5th hole, there's branches everywhere and absolutely no clean lane to the green. All anyone was expecting here was a punch out and a long look at par, maybe worse. But Victor said, "Sack that, hold my beer."
This is his second shot.
He's looking up like he's trying to hit something, a little hook spin on it, which he did.
Oh, wow!
How he threaded that shot through the trees and watched it disappear for eagle is absolutely beyond me. I couldn't make the green from there, let alone hit the bottom of the cup if my life depended on it. But I guess that's the thing with golfers. They always love a challenging lie, especially this next guy. Because when it comes to embracing a genuinely awful lie, Jason Dufner might have set the standard. Number 3. Jason Dufner 2016 Career Builder Challenge. In the second round of the 2016 Career Builder Challenge, Dufner's ball ended up sitting on the rocks left of the 17th green. With almost no stance, no spin control, and no margin for error, all Jason could hope for was finding the grass. So rude from that flagstick. It's daylight robbery if you ask me. Moving on though, next up is a pro on debut that managed to hit the shot of his life. Number 4. Raul Pereda 2023 Mexican Open. In the second round, Pereda found himself standing on the par 5 16th with 249 yards to the pin and very little room for error anywhere. For most players, this is a layup without a second thought. Raul thought, screw it, I'ma go full send.
Very balanced, very athletic. How about it? Hit it.
Talk about hitting the ground running, what a shot from the youngster. But if you think that's impressive, I want you to add every ounce of pressure you can possibly imagine to the situation. Because the next shot on this list is one you've probably already seen. Heck, it's one you most definitely should have seen. But let's be honest, it never gets old. And there's a reason it never gets old. Because some shots are so iconic, they've basically become part of the sport's DNA. Number 5. Tiger Woods 2005 Masters. It's the final round of the 2005 Masters. Tiger's long and left of the 16th green, staring down a chip that has more break than most putts you'll ever hit. All he's trying to do here is give himself a chance. But you know what happens next.
Go back. Go back.
Oh, my goodness.
That roll, that pause, that Nike swoosh, and that moment when it just tips in. Golf doesn't get much better than that. And while that iconic master shot is simply outrageous, So is the next one, and in my opinion, this is one that no one will ever be able to replicate. Number 6. Bubba Watson 2012 Masters Playoff. It's sudden death. Bubba's on the second playoff hole, which is the par 4 10th. His ball's buried deep in the trees with no direct path anywhere near the green. All he really has here is a gap, a massive swing shape, and his imagination. But that's all he needed.
Did it hook? Oh, what a shot!
Look at it. Snap hooking on the green and
That is a 40-yard hook around the trees, under full playoff pressure, and just for clarity, I've seen videos and articles explaining how that quite literally defied physics. It shouldn't have been possible. That's creativity of the highest caliber without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know if you can say the same for what comes next though, because to keep things real, a serious amount of luck was involved as well. Because this genuinely feels like the golf gods stepped in. Number 7. Martin Laird 2020 Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Final round at the Shriners, 9th hole, and Martin Laird's approach shot plugs deep in the bunker face, about as bad a break as you can get. From here, you're just hoping to get off the sand in one stroke if you're lucky.
Third for Martin Laird. And that.
I bet he could do that 100 times and not find the bottom of the cup again. That was insane. But in contrast to that serious amount of luck with some skill sprinkled in, let me show you what happens when a golfer gets seriously unlucky and just compounds his own misery afterwards. Because unfortunately, this is the absolute textbook definition of that. Number 8. S.H. Kim 2023 The American Express. It's the second round and Kim is on the par 5 16th. He hits what should have been a perfectly decent shot from the fairway. Keyword there being should.
Really play aggressive with a wedge in your hand. Oh, that may have gotten a little bit unlucky. Is that going to stay? The ricochet. What a bad break, Doug. That was not...
Oh, he caught the rake. Is that even a worse break?
Absolute nightmare fuel. So difficult to watch. It should have been an incredible shot, but the birdie turned into a triple bogey. Just like your day will if you don't like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Back to it now, and thankfully it's time for Tiger to return and straighten things out. And when the man himself shows up, it usually means something special is about to happen. Number 9. Tiger Woods 2001 The Players' Championship. Third round of the Players' Championship, 17th hole, and Tiger's staring down a putt that looks more like a long iron than anything you'd expect to hole. All any of us are trying to do here is cozy it up somewhere close. Not Tiger.
The most infamous green in the sports.
Johnny, that's most. Better than most.
Better than most. And somehow that still feels like an understatement. And it has to be said, the crowd reaction was loud. But the next Tiger moment takes noise to a completely different level. Number 10. Tiger Woods 1997 WM Phoenix Open. It's the third round of the 97 Waste Management Phoenix Open, and we're at the fabled 16th. Tiger steps up to the par 3 that feels more like a stadium and delivers in spectacular fashion. God, how I wish I witnessed one of these Tiger moments. The man's nothing short of a legend. Low-key though, this next guy not only witnessed a lot of Tiger magic IRL, but he's created his own too. Number 11. Jordan Spieth 2017 Travelers Championship. It's the first hole of the sudden death playoff, and Jordan finds himself short-sided in the bunker with the tournament on the line. It was time to channel that knowledge and that ability to deliver under pressure. Both things I'm sure Tiger had a hand in teaching him either directly or indirectly. Can he win from here?
Right at it. Right at it.
To answer my own question, of course he bloody can. What a shot. What a celebration. What a victory for Jordan. Bunkers are honestly so difficult to deal with. Well, for normal people, that is. The GOAT doesn't seem to mind them, because it's almost like Tiger made a career out of turning them into highlight reels. Case in point, number 12, Tiger Woods 2019 WGC Mexico Championship. It's the second round. We're on the 9th and Tiger's balls found the fairway bunker. For most players, this is about damage control, especially when you consider where the pin is. It's miles around to the right, in case that wasn't obvious. But as I said a second ago, this guy just enjoys creating highlights for the world to watch.
Look at that fin.
Wow! What a shot! Just ricochets back toward the hole.
I'm just speechless. Like, how is anyone supposed to react to that? But let's see the magician and his magic set aside for a second, because it's time to have a look at a moment of madness from one of the greatest lefties to ever play the game. And that lefty is number 13, Phil Mickelson, 2014 Barclays. On the 5th hole of the second round at the Barclays, Phil sends his tee shot so far left it ends up inside a hospitality area with fans, chairs, umbrellas, and a whole lot of drinks. It's a safe bet they were having fun at this point. For most players, this is a drop without hesitation. For Phil, I'ma play it as it lies.
Mix of caddy check and tee. Oh, no.
It wasn't the end result everyone wanted, but man oh man was it ballsy and low-key crazy to play the shot in the first place. Those fans definitely got their money's worth that day. Phil's tee shot is what put him in that predicament. If only he could have done what this next guy did. And of course, I'm talking about a guy that hits one of the cleanest tee shots on tour. Number 14, Dustin Johnson, 2018 Century Tournament of Champions. As the final round, we're on the par 4 12th at Kapalua, and DJ absolutely unloads one off the tee.
He likes it too. Means it's good. Oh, it's beyond that. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Unbelievably good. Just go in. Just go in.
Mary Mother of God, what a shot. A 430-yard drive on a par 4 that was inches short of a hole-in-one. You can be my 4th ball partner any day, DJ. Because chances are I'd need some serious luck to get anywhere close to the pin like that. Because the truth is, it doesn't get luckier than this next one. Cam Davis, 2021, the Northern Trust. In the first round of the par 4 16th, Cam launched a tee shot and was seriously fearing the worst. It was one of those moments where you're already reaching for another ball before you've even seen where it ended up. Thank goodness there's cameras everywhere.
There's not much room up there.
Room for a small Honda.
Oh, he might be dry beyond the 8th tee.
Oh no, it's back.
That's gotta be the wildest bounce I've ever seen. Absolute craziness on the course, no doubt about it. Cam managed to miss the water this time around, but it's no secret that most golfers aren't so lucky. The only time they're usually a little bit lucky is if the lie is good enough to play. So if you add that fact into a pressure cooker situation like a playoff sudden death, you get number 16, Bill Haas, 2011 Tour Championship. Bill was on the 17th, the second playoff hole for the silverware, and his ball rolled off the green down to the water. For most players, that's a gut-wrenching thing to happen. But credit to Bill and his brother Jay who caddies for him, because they didn't give up hope. It was time to play the shot of his life to stay in the fight.
15 feet.
An absolutely insane shot to hold par and take the playoff to a 3rd hole. And in case you didn't know already, it proved to be the difference, because Bill ended up walking away with the Tour Championship after all. But with the ball sitting just shallow enough, Haas takes his shoes off, wades in, and somehow gets it back onto the green to keep the playoff alive. Haas showed some serious nerve in that moment, but again, if we're keeping things real, that's a massive part of success at this level in this sport, isn't it? Number 17. Steve Stricker 2011 John Deere Classic. It was the final round of the John Deere Classic. Steve's on the 18th hole. He found himself with an awkward fairway bunker lie and the smallest of margins to work with while the title was on the line. Committing fully is the only option.
Steve Stricker, meanwhile, fairway bunker left, 182 yards away. Somehow, Stricker finds the green. It runs just off the edge.
What a crazy way to walk into the clubhouse and take the championship. Once again, if I was a betting man, this is a golfer that's watched some of Tiger's highlights and taken some pointers. It was a clutch moment, there's no two ways around it, but it's not the first one you've seen today, and spoiler alert, it isn't the last. Because it's time to rewind the clock back to Augusta in 1987. Number 18. Larry Mize 1987 Masters. It's the second hole of a sudden death playoff with Greg Norman, and Larry Mize is about to write his name into the history books at the 11th.
How's that look?
That is the stuff dreams are made of right there. Delivering the chip of your life on the stage of your life in the moment of your life. It simply does not get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Especially when you consider that by the time Larry retired, this was the only major he won in his career. Up next though is a golfer that's won plenty of them, and this particular moment was one that I'm sure he remembers vividly. And once again, I'm talking about everyone's favourite lefty, number 19, Phil Mickelson 2010 Masters. It was the final round, and Mickelson's tee shot on the 13th finds the pine straw with trees guarding a line to the green for good measure. For most players, this is a layup without a second thought. For Phil, with a title on the line, it's moments like these that separate good players from great players. And he knew he was the latter.
An unbelievable shot by Mickelson.
Absolutely fearless. It was the way he'd played all week. In the end, a deserving winner of the most sought-after green jacket. We've seen some seriously crazy shots so far in this video, and we've also seen some seriously clutch ones. But in all honesty, sometimes the craziest shots are the ones that look the most straightforward. So, with that in mind, it's time to close this out with one more highlight from the greatest golfer to ever play this wonderful sport. Number 20. Tiger Woods 2008 US Open. It was the final round and final hole of the 2008 US Open for Tiger. He needed birdie to keep the tournament alive. No trickery here, no creativity, just one swing and one putt under impossible pressure. What a moment to be alive, and what a moment in major championship history. For a bit of context, Tiger had torn the ACL in his left knee and had suffered stress fractures in his left tibia earlier in the year. This was his first tournament back in action after 2 long months sitting on the sidelines. After sinking that putt, he forced an 18-hole playoff the following day where he would eventually come out victorious. And after the 5 excruciatingly intense days of golf, he'd undergo further surgery and sit out the rest of 2008 to recover. Now, I hope that puts this in perspective. The level of grit and determination needed to participate in a tournament of that stature, let alone win it, is absolutely bonkers. And that's why this putt and this win serve as a reminder of why Tiger sits alone at the very top of this sport. You simply can't have a list of the craziest shots in history without him making a good chunk of the spots available. We started in Canada and we finished in Torrey Pines. These shots weren't just crazy, they've become legendary. Different eras, different stakes, but the same truth. Golf is chock full of moments where skill and chaos collide, for better or for worse. do yourself a favor and check out some of the most insane golfing records that will never be broken. 12 of them to be exact. Click here for that, and as always, thank you for watching.